What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I'll be covering what I'll be bringing with me for my trip to Japan and South Korea. I did a similar trip like this last year, but the difference for this year being it will be peak fall when I arrive and when I leave. So I'm really excited to be able to capture the peak fall colors. I'm really trying to pack minimalistic for this trip, but since I'm still new to traveling for long term, I'm still trying to reorganize and trying to get better and trying to be more efficient in terms of packing minimalistically. And as you'll see later in this video, I probably could cut down on some of the things I'm bringing, which I'm still trying to figure out what things I absolutely need and what things I could possibly just leave out. As you know what some people may say, we realistically only need 20% of what we pack. But anyways, for this trip, I'll be bringing 3 bags. I'll be bringing my carry-on bag, my personal item bag, and my small bag, which I'll be explaining more in this video. Anyways, let's get to the packing portion of the video. So starting with that personal item right here, this personal item, aka this backpack right here, will actually be the one going underneath my airplane seat when I'm in the plane. And I've tested this before with my Peak Design 30-liter travel backpack, and that one fits easily under the seat of the airplane. This one, I've tested it also as well when I flew to Hawaii, and this actually fit underneath the seat as well. The only thing is you can't have it expanded out. And what I mean by expanded is that for the 45-liter backpack, this actually isn't a 45-liter backpack straight out of, the backpack. Let me show you. The 45-liter backpack is actually a 45-liter backpack when you expand the sides out, and you can, have more items you can put inside the backpack. But I want this to actually fit underneath the seat. That's the secret for having the 45-liter backpack actually fitting underneath your airplane seat. With that, this will be my personal item that goes underneath my airplane seat, and let's see what I have inside my backpack. So right here, this is my camera cube right here, my Peak Design medium-sized camera cube, and these empty spots, obviously I'm using my camera right now, so I can't fill it in right now, but this is where my camera would go, my A7 IV right here, and then the lens that I'm using right now, the 16-35 PZ zoom, or the power zoom, that goes inside right here. And then this portion of the camera cube right here are my drone things, so my DJI Mini 3 Pro right here, the controller and the batteries for it. This is the filter that I use for the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and I just put that right here. This is the BM10, I believe is what it's called. I'm not too sure the name of it, but it's a mic that I can use in case I don't want to use the Rode mic that I have on right now. So I have a second mic just in case right here. And then I have my lenses right here. So my 85mm, my my 24-70 right here. And then my 24 GM, and then my 55 1.8 Zeiss. So those are my lenses right there. And they all fit right here in this medium-sized camera cube. And then I can easily close it like that. So that's the camera cube right here. The other portion right here, and I mentioned this in my other packing video as well, this is what I like to do when I pack my 45-liter travel backpack, is I actually put my camera sling right here. So this camera sling kind of acts as its own kind of tiny cube, but at the same time, it's not a cube, it's a sling. So I can use this whenever I go for like daily walks whenever I'm traveling, So if I'm traveling in Hawaii, I can do like some street photography, I can bring this. And that's what I kind of learned with these long-term trips and packing, very minimalistically, is you want to have items that can function as 2 or 3 things. In this case, this can function as, a packing cube, and also it can function as what its main function is, a sling bag. So anyways, what I have inside here is I have my filters for my camera, my ND filters, and then I have, my other camera right here, the A7R5, and then I have my 35mm lens on it. So that's that right there. And then I also have 2 batteries right here, which is always in my sling bag. So I have my 2 Sony batteries right here. Let me just show it. Right here, 1, and then you can see the other one right there. 2, my 2 batteries right there. And then in this little other portion of the sling, I have my Go 3, which this is my kind of POV camera right here. So I use this, and then right here is my intervalometer. My intervalometer, and I use this for, long exposures when I need to. That's one thing that I didn't have last year that I really wish I brought last year. So I'm definitely bringing that this year. So I have my intervalometer, and that's basically all I have in this bag. I can easily fit more inside it. So if I forget anything in this video, I'll just be putting it inside the sling bag because there's so much space. And it's very easy to put inside here. All I do is squeeze these kind of edges, these little ears of the sling bag, and there you go, and it fits. And I can close it easily, as such, bam. But I won't close it because I have one more thing to show. And that is the laptop pocket right here, which, carries my MacBook Pro, where I do all my editing, I go on the web, all that kind of stuff like that. So that's where my laptop goes. And it fits easily. I can just do that. And then I close the backpack as such. And we good. And that's that right there. And then on the sides of the pocket right here, I have my mini tripod right here, as I like to use when I'm doing, photography, when I don't want to bring the big tripod, aka the one I'm using right now. Sometimes I can get away with using this small tripod. Did focus? Sometimes I can get away with using this tripod instead of the big one, so I don't have to bring all the attention on me when I bring this giant tripod with me. So this is good for when I want to do long exposures, and I can use something to kind of put it on, or I can put it on like a bridge or something and just hang on to it while I take my photos. Yeah, this is a really handy tripod that I like to use. One last pocket for this backpack is I have this kind of pocket right here where I carry just some cleaning things, like this. My sensor cleaning kit, so whenever my sensor gets dirty on my camera, my swabs, I can just clean it like that. And then of course I have my air blower, so when I have dust on my camera and the sensor, I can just blow it off. And yeah, that's basically it for this pocket. Yeah, so that's it for this backpack, my personal item. Again, this can just fit underneath my airplane seat pretty easily, and that's that. Anyways, let's go on next to the luggage. So moving on to the luggage right here, this is my carry-on luggage. I can actually put this, in the shelves on the planes, and this will fit easily. This is pretty small, it's a small luggage, but at the same time, if plans ever change and the airlines kind of, switch up the plans, because that does happen quite a bit, this can also act as a check-in, basically. So I can check this in, and then I can just put my backpack right here. I don't have to put this under my seat. I can put it as my carry-on. So this gives me the flexibility I need in case I need to check something in unexpectedly. But yeah, that's why I use a luggage instead of the 2 backpack setup that I used last year. Going on to what's inside the luggage, I put my clothes and other camera things that I need in my luggage, and I'll show you how I separate it and why I separate it. For now, let me just take these out. I'll explain what those are later. But for now, these bags right here, these are the Peak Design, forgot what they're called, but I'll put the name in the video after. But yeah, these are the, packing cubes. That's what they're called, packing cubes. These are the packing cubes, Peak Design small packing cube, and then the Peak Design medium packing cube. And this is where I put my clothes. So in this small bag right here, this is where I like to put my underwear and my socks. So socks right here. I have 6 pairs of socks here and then 6 pairs of underwear in here. And when I leave, I'll obviously be wearing one. So I don't need to pack 7. I have 7 in total, but I don't pack 7 separately because I'm wearing a pair. So yeah, that's this small bag. And then this medium bag, this is where I have my shirts, my pants, and whatnot. In this bag right here, I have my sleeping clothes right here. And then I have 5 pairs of shirts, and then I have 1 pair of jeans. I'm bringing actually 3 pairs of pants. Obviously I'm wearing one on the plane, and I'm wearing a shirt as well. But the other pair of pants actually is here, and I'll explain why. So this is the second portion of the luggage, and I'll take this out and I'll explain what this is later again. But you see I have clothes right here. And the reason I have clothes right here is because I'm actually bringing my gimbal right here. I'm covering it with clothes because, if there's an impact for some odd reason, maybe someone knocks over my luggage, there is not a straight impact to the gimbal. I have some clothes, soft things protecting it. So that should be able to, withstand any type of hit. So that's why I have my other pair of pants here, and then, a shirt here as well. So yeah, that's that. I have my laptop charger right here, which I put right here. And this empty portion right here, as you can see, is pretty empty. That's where I put my tripod. Obviously, I'm using my tripod right now, so it's not in the suitcase, but I'll show a picture of how it looks with the tripod inside it. I have more camera cleaning stuff. This right here is my shaving stuff, bathroom things. And fortunately, I don't grow too much hair quickly, so it's very small for me, and it's easy to carry around, so that's good. And then right here, this is my Peak Design tech pouch. And this is where I have all my electronic things. So here I have all my wires right here. This is my camera chargers, and you know, all the other things I need to charge. I have my external SSDs right here. And then I have my other, you know, charging heads and things like that. So yeah, this is where all the tech stuff goes in. So that's that, and it fits conveniently inside here. So these things over here, I'll explain what these are. So this is a charger converting kind of thing for South Korea only. Japan doesn't need this, but South Korea you do, because they have, I don't know exactly what this is called, but they use this type of charger. So yeah, you need this for South Korea. So that's why I'm bringing this. And this right here is my bathroom stuff. This is where I put my toothpaste, toothbrush, and all, you know, all the other things I need. Yeah, this goes inside here. And then this right here is actually a little grocery bag, so I can open it up, and this turns into a grocery bag. It's really cool. It's something that one of my students gave me way back in the day when I was teaching in Japan. And super convenient. I can just put all the food I need inside here, bring it back to my apartment, and then whenever I don't need it, I can squeeze it all inside here, and then I can put it in this little bag. Bam! Fits like this, and then I can obviously just put it somewhere. It doesn't take much room. And then right here, this is a sleeping mask right here for your eyes. So this is super helpful because, you know, if you want to sleep on the plane and it's, you know, it's too bright, people have their lights on, I just put this on. I don't gotta worry about any random lights going into my eyes from, you know, people's windows, people are reading, you know, yeah, just things like that. So super convenient as well. So that's why I bring that. Again, these things fit pretty easily. Zip this up right here. I can put this right here, put this right here, put this right there, put this right there. Bam, bam, bam. Super easy. So that was the luggage, and moving on to the next item, the last item that I use for packing, the small bag. So let's get into that right now. So this right here is a small bag that I was talking about. So airlines, they allow you to carry a carry-on onto the plane and then your personal item. So your personal item is, you know, the thing you put underneath your seat usually. And then the carry-on that's where you put on top, you know, where there's space, the kind of cabinet thing. This right here is a small bag, and most airlines, they don't really care about it. This is a little pouch right here that you can put over, you know, your chest. Super small, but this is where I put all the things I need, like, you know, immediately. So for example, my passport, my phone, my wallet. So yeah, this is where I put my wallet right here. I put my batteries for my camera, which, you know, I'll be mentioning in a couple of seconds. This is where I put my earphones right here, AirPods. And then talking about that camera again, this is where I have my Ricoh GR3. Maybe I want to take pictures of, you know, outside the plane, or maybe I want to take pictures around the airport. And I don't necessarily want to take out, you know, my A7R5 or my A7 IV in my backpack. This is super easy. So I have my GR3 inside here, and then I have my portable charger right here for my phone. So portable charger, and I have all the wires associated for that portable charger. So for my phone right here, I have my iPhone charger right here. Yeah, that's it. That's basically what I have in my small bag right here. That's basically it. So these three things right here are the things I'll be traveling with. Super handy. This mini EDC right here, like I mentioned before, good for when you're traveling. That way you can easily take things out when you need it. But also, you know, if you're walking around town, walking around the city you're traveling, this is super small. Like, it's not even troublesome to carry around. So I can easily put a camera inside here. I can put my A7R5 and my 35mm inside here even, and just go around town and just, you know, take pictures, enjoy my time. That's that. This 45-liter travel backpack, although it is pretty big for an everyday carrying, you know, bag for, you know, bigger things, like if I want to carry my tripod and stuff like that. It is bigger than what my 30-liter would be, but I mean, it saves me space of having to bring both backpacks and luggage, so I'd rather just deal with the consequence of, you know, bringing a slightly heavier EDC, you know, backpack. So yeah, it doesn't really matter for me. So yeah, this acts again as a multi-functional backpack, right? I can use it as my travel backpack, and I can use it as my everyday carry. So yeah, that's that. And then my luggage, again, multifunctional. I can use it as a check-in bag. I can use it as a carry-on bag. And yeah, this is my packing video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all next week. Until then, later. Okay guys, so this is just an update. So I landed in Korea yesterday, and I was gonna do this video, or this section of the video yesterday, but yeah, I was really fucking tired, so I just ended up doing it the next day, which is today. But just kind of an update about what happened with the, the packing and how, everything on the plane went out, just to, give you a perspective if this setup actually works or not. So basically what happened was when I checked into the airline, I use Asiana Airlines. I don't know how the pronunciation goes, but yeah, that airline. And what was different about that as opposed to how I usually, get checked in is I usually do the check-in online, and I don't have to check in. I can just go straight into the security check, and because of that they don't really weigh your luggage. So this was the first time that I was actually waiting in line, and I actually had to have my luggage weighed out. And with that, my luggage was actually a bit overweight. They said it was 12 kilograms as opposed to the 10 kilogram weight limit. So with that, they said that, oh, this should be checked in, but they told me that I can move some stuff out. So I did move some stuff out, and then they said that, okay, that was cool. But what ended up happening was I just put it back in because, it's barely overweight. I was actually going to check it in anyways, but, she didn't seem like she cared much. So, yeah, I kind of just put everything back in, and I went in, and everything was cool from that. So, the luggage fit on the top overhead bin, like I said originally, and then the backpack actually did fit underneath the seat, like well more than enough. But the flight attendant was a bit, I don't know, her reaction just seemed like she wanted me to put it on the top over bin as well. So I ended up doing that. So yeah, the backpack fit under the seat pretty easily, but yeah, I ended up having it in the top over bin as well. So yeah, I had a pretty comfortable flight because of that, because underneath my seat was clear. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, this setup worked really well. Looking back at how I packed, and all the not troubles, but just things that could be avoided, such as me having to take stuff out of my luggage and then put it back in because they said it was 2 kilograms overweight. I definitely could take some stuff out. Like I mentioned in the video as well, I took out my 24mm lens just because I already have my 24-70 GM. I have my 16-35 PZ lens that I'm using right now. 24mm lens, or the 24mm focal length, was already covered. I can probably take out a bunch of other things too. Like I don't need all my SSDs with me because I did bring all of them with me. I mean, the weight is really minuscule because they're really small. I use the SanDisk ones, so they're really small, but I mean, weight is weight, right? So anything that you can do to lessen the load, the better. But yeah, I don't want this part to be too long because the video itself is already long. So yeah, with that, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I'm tired, so I'll probably head to sleep soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.